G'day again. Welcome back to Dad vs. Son, our playthrough of Panzer Grenadier. From Avalanche Press, we're playing the Kokoda campaign, the second introductory scenario. And the whole idea is to hold this village at the end. Whoever holds the village wins. The Australians start out holding it. We have played 2 turns so far. First turn, the Japanese sort of just got onto the edge of the map, and last turn they advanced a little bit down and put a bit of mortar fire down here, which did nothing. We did a bit of opportunity fire, which did nothing. So yeah, that's about it. I'm still not sure if I'm doing the line of sight properly because this is so complicated, but I'm doing it my way and I'm happy. So we're about to go on with the 0830 turn. We started at 8, we finished at 11:15. The Australians are on 2 initiative. The Japanese are on 4. As you can see, morale-wise, the Australians are in a bit of trouble straight up. We're using this blah 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 blah. What are we using? Disorientation. But if we've got an undemoralized leader, an undemoralized unit moving with an undemoralized leader is not subject to demoralization. But a demoralized unit fleeing with the leader, whether demoralized or not, is still subject to disorientation. So at the moment, I'm just doing it that way. We're also using fog of war and random events. So let's get into it. Let's roll up for the Australians first. They get a 5 plus 2 is 7, and the Japanese get a 2 plus 4 is 6. So 6 and 7 is a half, is 1 activation for the Australians. So I think the big thing here is to try and blow these buggers away to start with. So we're going to activate our little gentleman here, and they're going to fire. Who are they seen by? By them. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to fire here. So direct fire, we have 8 factors. So we're on the 7 column. Now, that's still in jungle. So we go down 1 for jungle. We go up 2 for adjacency, so we're on the 11 column. And then we go up 1 more to the 16 column because there are 3 combat units in there. So we're on the 16 column. We roll an 8 on the 16 column, which is a morale check. So they are done. And we're on the 16 column for a morale check. So the captain is a 10, so he wants 10 or less. He's fine. He's got a 1 factor for morale. So all of these undisrupted, undemoralized units are going to be on a 10 as well because their morale is 9-8. So 10 or less. We'll start at the top with the infantry platoon. Is good. First engineer is good. and second engineer is good, which is what I thought was basically going to happen. Because I wanted to try and hit them because I can see them coming in here and assaulting. The trouble is that I'm not going to get first fire on them now, being in a village, which is a bit of a pain, but that's that. Okay, so up to the Japanese. What do they want to do? Do they want to bring some fire onto me first before they assault? Now, if we fired the mortars, there's a good chance that these guys could be hit as well. So this guy or this guy could bring the mortars in, but yeah, it could end up hitting these guys as well because they're adjacent. So I don't really want to do that. I think we are simply going to go in. So we will mark these guys as a fire because they will be coming in and assaulting. So let's find the assault map. It's over. Take the Australians over, the defending. And take these guys over and I'll just set them out ready to go. Right-o, so we can go to the assault combat. So looking at this to start with, we have it's simultaneous, so that's fine. So we have 4, 10, 11 for the Japanese, so they're going to be on the 9 column to start with. Now, units occupying town, entrenchment, or cave? No. Major river? No. Uphill? No. Defending units defending occupied woods, jungle, heavy woods, jungle, swamp, rocky wire, or railroad? No. No, no, no. Woods, jungle? No. They're not in jungle. All units of attacking side have higher morale than defending units. Yeah, so these are all 10s and 9s, and we have a 9. Yes. So they're on the 9, they get a +1. Side includes undemoralized friendly leader. Yes. So he's up to the 18 column now. No, they're not demoralized. 1 undemoralized closed. No. No, elevation's the same. Side includes undemoralized engineering unit in town or entrenchment. No. All units of the side are Japanese. Yes. So we've gone up to the 24 now. So that is that. Okay, 24. Ouch. Righto, so they're going to roll on the 24 table. I believe they start on the 9, sorry, on the 9 column, not table, idiot. They're Japanese, they go up 1. They have an undemoralized leader, they go up 1. They have more morale, they go up 1. Yep, 24 table. Here we go. And they get an 8 on the 24 table, which is an M2. Okay. Jap M2. And the Australians are an 8, so they start on the 5. They have an undemoralised leader, so they're on the 9. Know if they're going to get much more than that. No, 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 no. Nope. So the Australians are on the 9 and roll a 2, which is 2 losses. Yeah. Okay. I know. Oz 2. Righto. So let's do the Australians first. So they're doing an M2. So the leader is a 9. So he needs a 7 or less and passes. These two have not been hurt yet, so their initiative is 7 plus 1 is 8. So 8 or less becomes 6 or less. Oh, that's a 9. So this unit becomes demoralized. And this unit here becomes disrupted. Righto, so that's that. Now they have to take 2 losses. So usually you take it from the highest morale first, so they're all the same. So I think a loss to him. Yep, that's the best way, I think. So I just wanted to look at this guy. Yeah. Okay. So if we take a loss there and we take a loss here, we've only lost 2 factors, which is good. Which is a lot better than him losing 2 factors straight up. But now they all have to do a M2 morale check. So the leader is a 10, so he needs an 8 or less. Passes. These demoralized units, sorry, not demoralized, reduced units are now an 8, plus 1 is 9. So that takes them down to 7 or less for the first one. 8. This guy becomes disrupted. 7 or less here. 8. He becomes disrupted. And this guy here is a 9 plus 1 is 10, so 8 or less. Oh, 11, and he becomes demoralized. Wow. That worked a lot better for the Australians than I thought. And let's be honest, Joe, this guy being demoralised and this guy being disrupted against these guys, pretty damn fine. So these guys here are now activated, and that is done. And we can just chuck that over there out of the way. And that is 1 activation for each. And we're back to the Australians for their next activation. What do we want to do? I think it's these guys that shot at these guys. Sorry, so they should be spotted as well. I think we're going to shoot here because we've got the heavy machine gun. So we're going to fire here. This is the Australian second activation. Oh, sorry, I've got to mark the 2 losses, 2-step losses for the Japanese. So they're halfway to losing an initiative point. There's no victory points in this one whatsoever, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we're firing on the direct fire table over here, where we've got the lieutenant, the sergeant, and the 3 infantry platoons. So we have 12 firepower, nothing extra from the lieutenant. So we're on the 11 column, straight up. Let's bring it over so we can see the lot. They're not in any entrenchment. They're not in any heavy woods or anything like that. They are in jungle, so that's a -1. So we're down to the 7. We're not firing through light woods or anything else. I like jungle, hedgerows, smoke, target's not dug in, target's not on a higher elevation, target is 3 or more hexes away, no. No air units, no efficient firing units moved. Okay, so we've gone down 1. Target contains 3 combat units. It does, so we're back up to where we started, and that's it. So we are on the 11 column, and we get a 6 on the 11 column, which is a big fat zip. So these guys are done. They've activated. It's up to the Japanese now. What do they want to do? We've only got 1 Australian there, 1 infantry platoon. So we could bring up either of these. The chances of getting too much of a hit aren't too bad at all. So I think we'll bring up the lieutenant, and his mob. So we'll get them to move. This is their second activation. We'll move the engineer forward first. So he moves up to here. Do the Australians want to opportunity fire? So this has cost him 2 to move to there. He can't go anywhere else. So that's the end of him done. Do we want to opportunity fire? The answer is no. The next unit comes up. Do we want to opportunity fire? And the answer is yes. And we'll opportunity fire with 4, and we've got nothing else going, so we're on the 4 column. Again, they're in jungle, that's -1. They're adjacent, which goes up to the 7 column, and it's opportunity, so it goes up to the 11 column. Is that right? Down 1 for jungle. +2 for adjacent, +1 for opportunity is the 11. And we fire. For a 9 on the 11 is a morale check on this infantry unit here. He has not been reduced, so his morale is a 9, and he passes. And then the lieutenant and the other bloke move up as well, and we do our last opportunity fire at them. Again on the 11. A 2. That's a loss. Wow. Okay. So this bloke takes a loss, which brings their losses up, step losses up to 3. And then those 2 units take a M2 check. So the leader first is a 9. So he needs a 7 or less and passes. The reduced unit is an 8. +1 is 9. So he needs a 7 or less. and gets a 7 and is fine as well. And that is that. So these guys are done. And these guys are done. And we activated 2, 3. We've done 3 activations now. The Japanese have done 1, 2 activations. It's our turn again. What do we want to do? The Australians' turn. We could shoot over here, but we've only got a platoon of infantry there, so you know that'd be a 4 -1 for jungle, -1 for being 3 away. Elevation, everything else is the same, so we'd be firing off the 1 column, so that's not going to achieve much. So forget about that. Here we can't see anybody. Here we can't see anybody. We will pass. Yes. So we go over to the Japanese, and the Japanese are going to move, activate the lieutenant here to move with the sergeant and his 3 infantry platoons. Now, they could move in on the lieutenant here. And then be ready to try and assault them next time. And these guys can try and assault in here, which leaves the lieutenant colonel to keep on rocking down towards the main event. So, yep, we're going to move these guys. This guy here is going to, this guy's on the track. This is still jungle. This is still jungle. Which way to go? If we go here, this is all the same elevation. We've got jungle here. We've got jungle here. So there'd be no line of sight here. So we'll just stay in the... Oh, no, we don't want to do that because we don't want to be attacking uphill. So we'll move to here. Again, looking through jungle, so he can't see anything, can't do anything. So we move to here. Nobody can do anything. We move to here. And they are done. And that's 3 each. So we roll for fog of war. Ball 16. That's it. So that's the end of the turn. There you go. Woohoo! So we've left a few Japanese back, but that's it. So we can take that up to 0845 like that. The Japanese have lost 3 steps so far, 1 up here and 2 in the assault on the first village here. These are basically spent forces at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Suppose they're going to be licking their wounds more than anything else. So we've done that. We clear markers. These are all still in sight. This is still in sight. These are in sight. These are in sight. Nobody can see these. So that is that. So we'll just save that up. as 020845, and we will call it quits there. That's not bad. So, well, no, at least we've got a little bit of movement. We've got a little bit of fighting going on. And it'll be interesting to see which way it goes. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.